Hey folks, Green Stuff Gav here. This week you've got another unboxing, but this time it's something a little bit different. Now for those who don't know, I tend to trade a lot of projects. As soon as the project's finished, I trade it on for the next project. And I recently finished a 3D printed Amazon army. Now trading around, there's always a few options, and this is something a bit unusual that caught my attention. This is from a chap in France and is a Battlefleet Gothic Necron force. Now I've never really engaged with Battlefleet Gothic. I'm aware of it, but all of the tokens and the lack of conversions really put me off back when it was a mainstream game. So I thought this might be an opportunity to try something new, to see what these miniatures actually look like. So I thought we'd open them up and go through them on camera, give you my impressions. So this literally with packaging, everything's in little baggies. So let's move this aside and start having a look. First breakage. I'm expecting a lot of these flight stands not to make it because these were terribly fiddly even before they've been in a box from France. But, so I'll have to rely on you guys to tell me what these things are, but it's like a little cruiser perhaps. We can see it's been broken here and glued on, so I'll be drilling that out. Some lovely little details on there though, little pyramids. Very well painted, to be honest. Very dusty, but to be fair, that's part of the beauty of a project, is to see how a trade appears and compare it to how it's all done. So we've got some more bases. These ones have actually got the pegs. See this tiny little peg? So that one's broken. But again, I think all of those bases will be replaced at some point. But whether I put them on current GW bases with clear rods for uprights, I don't know. But I will decide closer to the time. An unpainted cruiser thing. Yeah, I think that's the same sculpt. Look it. I don't know how much variance there are between different models, but which is another thing that never really appealed of Battlefleet Gothic. It's all well and good knowing your own guys, but if you can't tell what the opponent's guys are, then it's very difficult. Have a little base in. I've done a few star bases on commission. Can be quite a fun little project. Just another these little guys. Again, very dusty. But again, I'll give these a dust off and decide if I want to strip them back or not. To be fair, a lot of these have made it quite intact. I don't know if you can hear that, but they just started letting fireworks off. Just on a Friday night, just randomly fireworks. There's quite a few of these little guys. I don't know if they come in squadrons or if that's viable or not. Again, this is another part of a project, is to take something and write an acceptable army list. Green guys. Oh, these ones are smaller again. Let's see what this is. Tiny, tiny little guy. Escorts, perhaps? Who knows? Ah, it's like a Klingon. Another of the cruiser guys. So what's Squiff? Obviously banking. I don't know if turning circles are a thing. I know that a lot of the 2000 era 40k had turning circles for vehicles and so, all that malarkey. Gorka Morka was terrible for it. Lots of little guys. Oh, another breakage. This guy's been pinned. So this was common amongst the flight stands. You can see little drill bits there. Effectively, this was drilled in where the peg snapped. But again, we'll address that when we come to work out basing. I don't know how rigid Battlefleet Gothic is to basing sizes, but we will see. I think there's a couple of fan-made rules, modifications. Very much a thriving independent scene. Ah, diddy ones. So, got a painted one here. There's not a lot of painted ones, to be honest. Tell you what I am going to do while I think about it. I have my dusting brush, so let's give it a quick dust. Maybe knowing GW's penchant for gold Necrons these days. That's actually probably a very valid paint scheme. Most people would have done them in green, I suspect. But again, I've never actually looked at the ranges, because like I say, Battlefleet Gothic never really appealed. So, teeny tiny guys. Find something bigger, more teeny tiny guys. There's teeny tiny guys. Right, here we go, something bigger. Let's have a look at this. Look at that. That's quite cool. A broken peg there, but that's different size again. That's cool. The old pyramid on there. Very unusual shape. Of course, Games Workshop at the time was working with metals, so all of these guys are all metal, which had some limitations to casting. We'll put it that way. To be fair, these are quite clean. You can probably see there's a mould line there, which is where this would have been a split mould. Yeah, that's cool. And here's another big guy. Very good guy. With some breakages. But yeah. It's unusual the pyramids on the underside there. Although that's a bit too Enterprise, so I can understand why they didn't put it like that. Cool. So what I'll do, I'll get the rest of these guys out. I think, oh, what's this? This is something else. Oh, this is a super big guy. Look at this thing. Huge. We've lost some little bits. These little command spires. Oh, that's the underside. Look at that. That's cool. Massive. So what I'll do, that looks like something else as well, so oops. Oh, that's just a base. So what I'll do is I'll get the rest of these guys out, because there's a lot more, there's never that long ones there. Get the rest of these guys out and we'll be back in a minute and we'll have a deckers, see what we've got. Okay, so here we go. We've got 12 of the little guys, 15 of the medium guys, 2 each of these, and 1 big guy. And I don't know what any of that is, or any of what it does, or how they even play, but there's plenty of stuff on the YouTubes, so we'll have a look and see how Necrons play and how lists are designed, really. But I mean, there is some fantastic detail on these things, all these panel lines, but it's a shame that obviously there's so much intricate detail there that you couldn't paint it all. It'd take forever and a day. But I do like the original colour scheme here. Whether I duplicate that or even invert it, do them gold with green instead of green detailing might be an idea. I'll have some nice boosters painted on the back as well. But yeah. All in all, I'm very pleased with this trade. It's some dust, some fixing required, but to be honest, they'll all be rebased, I think. Clear plastic rod, and then GW bases. I never liked these stands, so. But yeah. What do you think? Any good? Good as an army? Let me know. Plus, if you can tell me what these things are and any sample lists, that'd be helpful. All in all, thanks for watching. Have fun.